My unique qualities are my greatest strengths. I always think about the fact that being unique is not a bad thing at all. In fact, I consider it a wonderful thing. You don't want to be like everyone else, like the whole cookie cutter thing. Well, I don't want to. Some people like cookie cutter. Hey, to each his own, right? For me, I like for example, when I buy houses, I always like to look for houses with a uniqueness, like a special character, something different in them that makes that house stand out. Not necessarily standing out in terms of looking better than other houses, just different. Like, oh, that's cool. Like the house that we have now, it has a lot of it's cute and it's charming and it has a lot of character and it's very it's just different. It has an eclectic way about it and I like that. So anyway, let me introduce myself. My name is Talonda and I am here to help you in your personal growth journey so that you can have the joyful, calm, peaceful, happy life you always wanted. So I like to talk to you about different things that I have gone through in my life or that I'm going through in my life that help me to grow as a person so that I can maintain that happiness, that joy, and that balanced life that I like. So you can have that too. Sometimes we have to work through some internal things to get there. So I'm not necessarily a mental health professional, so please don't take what I say as law or as something that is from a professional lens. This is just my life experiences that I'm sharing with you that I hope can help you. So getting back to our topic, um, as I was saying, having unique qualities are great. It's your greatest strength. Whatever is unique about you that makes you feel like that's what makes me me. Like if someone else wanted to be a copy of you, people would notice the difference between the copy and the real you, because there's certain things about you that just stand out that nobody else would do or be. For example, I think of our current president, even though I don't want to say his name because I'm just so, uh, he's not someone that I care to talk much about. However, he is someone who is very obvious in his characteristics and his ways and everything that he does and just who he is. Everyone knows. If something changes about him, we all know. Now, his administration likes to try to hide it, or his family members or someone like that. They like to try to hide it to keep us from seeing, what's going on. But it's hard for them to do that because he's so out there and obvious with who he is that the minute something changes, we all know automatically. Even right now, people are speculating something's going on with him because something's just different. He's not the same as he normally would be. The way he writes, like his tweets or his truths on Truth Social, are not the same as how he normally is. We know that someone is writing those for him, and they're trying to pull the wool over our eyes and trick us or fool us into believing that it's him typing, but we know him because he is that out there with who he is. So anyway, I don't want to harp too much on that, but the reason I brought that up was because I think that's a great example of being so unique in who you are that you are very distinguishable from other people, not in an arrogant way like our president, but in a more of a um, just I would say, I don't want to use the word unique, but that is what I want to say, like a unique way, like in a way that this is just who I am, and other people who try to copy me are not me. So I remember in life dealing with low self-esteem. I didn't know who I was because I was always expected, especially in religious circles. And I'll get into that at some point. I kind of touch on it on one of my videos talking about being in a cult. I was a part of a cult years ago, and there was this expectation for us to always be a certain way and act a certain way and never appear to be different. And if we did appear to be ourselves, something was wrong with us. There was a problem, you know? So, um, I started noticing that, and I said, I don't like this. I can't keep putting up this facade all the time. It's not real, it's fake. I understand what they're trying to do. You know, and at the time, I don't think most people, like even the ones that are still a part of that group, they would probably not say it's a cult because they're still there. But in my opinion, it's cultish. I mean, maybe it's not a cult, but in my opinion, it is because of the way you are controlled. You know, you're expected to act a certain way and to like throw away your true self. And I don't believe in that. I don't agree with that. You should be yourself, and as you are yourself, whatever flaws you have, then you can learn and grow from them as life experiences happen, right? To me, that just makes sense. I mean, it's really very simple if you think about it. But unfortunately, a lot of times religion makes simple things seem so, um, what's the word? I always forget my words on here. Complicated. It's not really that complicated, you know? So even when I think about God, God is simple and to the point. He's not like so confusing and complicated that we don't get it. He's just like, this is what it is. And so I became a person who focused on that. It's just be who you are. People can like me or hate me. I don't care, but I like my uniqueness because my uniqueness is what makes me stand out in terms of connecting with other people, reaching people. Whatever it is that I want to do in this life, I have to be who I uniquely am so that the people who need me out there can find me. So if I'm out there over there being somebody else, the people who really need me are like, man, I wish I had somebody who this, that, blah, blah, blah. When the very person could be right here, but because I'm being fake, putting on a mask, they can't see me. They can't get the help they need from me. So I learned a lot from that. Um, And yes, let's talk about masking, which is a lot of it has to do with, for me, influenced by religion and the expectation of being something you're not in order to appear holy or righteous. Um, so that has happened a lot in my life. Another cause for me, for my masking was, like I stated in another video, was growing up in uh, growing up as a teenager, mostly just being around the wrong types of people who would call themselves my friends, and I would have to pretend to be a certain way in order to be accepted by them. And then most recently, over the past few years, uh, I would say as I got into definitely into my 40s, no, I stopped all that foolishness with masking. I didn't know I was doing it. So it's not like I was like deliberately saying, oh, I'm going to put on a mask. No, it was more like, I guess I'm just supposed to act like this. I don't know what just happened, but anyway, it was more like, I guess I'm just supposed to act like this, you know? And then finally, uh, what happened? Um, something just clicked and I realized I just gotta be myself. Stop worrying so much about people not accepting me. I'm very different than a lot of people that I come across. That's okay. I'm just going to be myself and be happy. And once I started doing that, everything changed and became better. And I realized that I was wearing a mask and I took the mask off. And oh, a lot of it too, mental health, like ADHD, which is something that's a part of me that I'll talk about in the future as well. Having ADHD has really, really um, caused me to mask a lot because a lot of people would look at me and say, no, you're very organized. You're this, no, my brain is not organized. I may appear organized outwardly because I'm doing things to make it look that way because I don't want people to talk bad about me or mistreat me because people mistreat people based on every little flaw they might have. So, I would say that with ADHD, I started just showing, look, this is me, flaws and all. I can't change the fact that this is who I am, and I tried to deny it for years. I was diagnosed with this, uh, 3 times by 3 different mental health professionals. I think it's safe to say that's who I am. And I don't have a problem with it. Yes, it's harder to manage, so I do different things. I have, you know, a certain regimen in my life that helps me to maintain a certain level of focus so that my ADHD does not take me off to the deep end and have me doing crazy things and, you know, messing up my life. So I I learned to accept who I am and deal with it and work with that. And so having certain mental health issues, if you want to call it that, or just being neurodiverse, it's to me, it's not really so much as a disability, it's just a different ability. It's just, okay, I don't think that way like a lot of other people around me. I don't care. I still get things done the way that works for me. And that's what works. That's what I do. So, having different issues with mental health can also create that type of situation for you. And you have to, I would say, you have to learn how to just be really, and I'm really saying this like, no, really think about this. You have to be really, really comfortable in your own skin. Be okay with being who you are. If you're not, you're going to struggle. So you have to really work on that. Anyway, this video has gotten long because I like to talk. I run my mouth. I know. So I hope this helps someone out there. Don't forget to like. If you are so inclined to follow me, please subscribe and send some comments down there. Tell me what you're thinking. Does this resonate with you? Do you have some things you'd like to share that you connected with that I said in this video? I'd love to hear it because I believe in connecting with other people. Make it a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.